Hello, my sewing friends. This is Friday Sews.
Woohoo!
I'm Jen, and this clearly is not my sewing room. It is my back lanai, and it was nice today, so I thought I'd just come out here mainly because I don't have very much sewing to tell you about. I mainly this week sewed this, which I did for a collab with the Fab Five. I will leave that video up there in the description box. And it was a lot of fun. I ended up with a dress that I don't know that I will ever take off. I like it that much. I wanted to let you know that you can get this fabric from a place called Trentex, and it's in Hawaii. And this is a rayon poplin that it's not expensive. I mean, I'll leave that link in the description box in case you want to give it a try. I got some patterns at the last Joann's sale, and then the other day when I was panicking at Hobby Lobby, I picked up some new look patterns. So let me just show you what those are. Okay, first of all, I got McCall's 8214. Obviously, that's what I'm wearing, and it's what I used for the collab. Great pattern, really great pattern. I will be making another one. And then I got a couple of Vogue and 3 more Simplicity. So the Simplicity, you're going to roll your eyes and think, Jen, what? Is this going to turn into a craft channel? No, it is not. I have reasons. For one thing, I am a pattern collector. And with things that you collect that are useful, you don't always use them. And I may not use many of these patterns, but I would hate to be in a situation where I did want to use it and I could have gotten it and didn't. And now I have to go to eBay or Etsy to get it, and it's a lot more money than $1.99 or $5.99 in the case of the Vogue. So anyway, let me start with Simplicity 9839. This has a story. When I was about 9, my mom, instead of getting the Dance Arena doll that I had requested for Christmas, she got me a dollhouse. And it was handmade by someone my dad knew. And so although I was less than happy about the Dance Arena doll situation, it was a nice dollhouse, very sturdy, very well made. And so I kept it for years. And then one Christmas, about 10, maybe 12 years later, I had no money. I was poor as a church mouse, and I wanted to make gifts for everybody in my family for Christmas. And so I took that dollhouse and I made my sister, who is 8 years younger than me, I made her all the furniture for all the rooms, and I did it with a Simplicity pattern. I don't know if I still have that pattern. I don't think I do.
Y'all, I still have it. I can't believe it. I thought I'd go check, and there it is.
I had scraps and I had a sewing machine, and it worked. So anyway, that's why I got this. The other reason I got this is because it is kind of like a fairy house, like a hobbit house. And I have a daughter who has had wonder in her eyes since she was little. And she loves fantasy. And I thought this might be fun to make for her if I feel so inclined at some point. Simplicity 9806 is a collection of stuffed animals, and I got this because of the turtle, because I want to make it for my grandson. I want it to be what I think many of us will call his lovey. Have you ever heard that? Maybe you say that, maybe you use that term. It's like that little stuffed soft thing, no matter what it is, that a child carries around, is beloved, kind of like it's kind of like a velveteen rabbit, if you know that story. Yeah, like they need their lovey to go to sleep or to ride in the car, all those things. So that's what I wanted to make for him, that turtle. And I don't have a turtle pattern, believe it or not. And this I just got because it was Laura Ashley. It's Simplicity 9814. I know McCall's has all the clothing, and this is a Simplicity pattern, and it's bags and an eyeglass case and a luggage tag and a hat. I picked that up because Laura Ashley, I collect those. And I don't know that I'll make any of these, but if I do, I like the hat actually. But it's Laura Ashley, and I'm a collector. So I got two Vogue. Vogue 1971 is a coat. I live in a tropical climate where I would never need a coat like this. But if I ever want to make a coat like this, now I have the pattern. This is just so pretty. It's just a beautiful coat. This is Vogue 1967. And my friend Carmen was shopping with me the day that we went to get these patterns, and she wanted this one. So I love this dress. This is a Rachel Comey. I'm not always overly thrilled with her designs, but this one I just thought was beautiful. Then I was panicking over this outfit the other day at Hobby Lobby. There was one dress that I really wanted to get a pattern, and they were out of it. So I picked up New Look 6669. This is on my table right now. I cut it out of a rayon jersey or a ITY knit. I don't know. It's a slinky knit that I found at Hobby Lobby, and it's on the table right now. It's all cut out. It's all ready to go. So I will be working on that this weekend. I just thought it looked comfortable, and the shoulders tie a little bit of something a little bit different. New Look 6635 is a dress that I liked because I like the way that princess seam is broken there at the hip line. I think that just looks so flattering. And beautiful sleeves. You've got 3 options for sleeves. Maybe just 2 options. No, 3. I just thought it looked really pretty. New Look 6305 is a pattern that I saw my good friend Carol from So Carol get, and I like it because it's a wardrobe pattern, but I like that duster, and I like it because I have no neutral clothing in my wardrobe, in my closet, and I need neutral things to wear on stage when I'm singing on Sundays with my worship team. Very small worship team, relatively small church. I do not go to a mega church, but worship is something I've done my whole life, basically, my whole adult life. So back to singing again. It feels good, and I need neutral clothes, so I like the duster here. And the last one is New Look 6507. This was one of the choices that I kind of threw in the mix when I was trying to figure out this. And so I remember that Sharon from Sharon Sews, she and Carmen Salome and I, about 4 years ago, did a collab where we got a rayon from Hawaii Fabric Mart, and we all made a dress. And it was different dresses, but the same fabric. And she made a dress that looks like this from that beautiful fabric. And I've never forgotten that. It was gorgeous. So, yeah, I picked it up because I thought, ooh, that's pretty. That could use some Hawaiian rayon, don't you think? And then I got a box in the mail, happy mail, as we say, from Renee. Renee, I know your last name very well, but I do not want to mispronounce it. So I'm just going to say that Renee sent me this. This is Laura Ashley Home Deck fabric, 100% cotton from 1986. Oh my gosh. It's a fair amount of yardage too, and I think it's probably 45 wide, and it's beautiful. It's just, and it's Laura Ashley. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'll probably be afraid to cut into this for a while. It's printed on the selvage. I don't know that it says what it is. It just says Laura Ashley 1986, 100% cotton. It doesn't tell me a pattern name, but Renee, when you all think of me and you send me things, I know I've said this before, but that just means so much to me, because I don't know that a whole lot of people in their lives are so privileged to be able to be in a position where people say, I bet she'd like this, and then they just gift you. It's not cheap to mail this stuff to me, and yet you have, and I just appreciate it so much. So Renee, thank you. Thank you so much. So beyond the fact that I have a completion of plans fail for September, oh my goodness, I kept thinking I had time to get to it, and September just evaporated. It really did. So I'm going to go through and just look and see what's there that I want to work on. And I have to say that it's okay to break the rules when you are the one that made the rules. It's okay. So I'm going to do that. Just look through, pick out what I think I want to do next, and even look through October and just kind of prioritize again. That's the thing. You can always prioritize again. So that is all of the sewing. This week's question has to do with the 1990s, and I posted it in the Friday Sews Central group on Facebook, and I got a lot of rolled eyes, and I don't want anything to do with that. But the question is, what is your favorite thing from the 1990s? What's your favorite fashion thing? And did you make anything? And did you love it? What was your favorite thing that you made? Okay, I get that nobody wants to go back to the big oversized things with the huge shoulder pads and the very short hair and the hairstyles of that time, which, well, what I loved were all of the country farmhouse kind of English country cottage feel and look to the dresses and the skirts and the tops for women. I made a lot of stuff back in the 1990s because I had little girls that were all born then. They were born from 1991 to 1995, and yes, I had 5 under 5. I had twins first, so that was a time when I needed to keep my sanity, and I would sew to do that. And I made a lot of very beautiful little girls' dresses for me. I was making bridesmaids dresses and some degree of wedding gowns then, and I would make outfits that were I just loved them. They were beautiful. Worked at Joann's actually back then. So yeah, I had several favorites, but yeah, I do have to agree with my friend Adam that I don't know about all that oversized stuff and the big shoulders and all of that. Yeah, no. I will say this to kind of put the 90s away. I made my husband like a windbreaker and a pair of jogging pants out of a parachute fabric. And I made it for him so that it would be water resistant and he could put it over his warm clothes when we went skiing. And we did go skiing, and he wore that. It was neon pink, neon green, and white, color blocked out. And you know what? I thought he was going to balk. I thought there is no way he's going to put this on, but I was stubborn, and he wore it, and he loved it. And man, could you see that man on the ski slope? Oh, gosh, it was hilarious. And it's time for the prayer card, which is from Luke 12:34. It says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." My treasure is spread out between my family, my friends, and most of all, my Jesus, my God. I think a lot of us can say that, gladly so. And I mean, I think you can tell a lot about a person by where their heart is. It says a lot about them. So yeah, I hope that yours is in one of those 3 places or all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.